Hello and welcome to episode 70 of the MotoGP 21 Career Mode. Now in today's episode we have round 2, which is also from Qatar, after a pretty disappointing race one after a jump start in 2 long lap penalties. Coming home a respectable P7, thought it was P6, oh yeah, we didn't get markers in the end. We will be looking for a podium. I do believe I can challenge this man on screen, Miller, for the race win and at least for a podium. So let's get into qualifying. So you join me here on the exit of the final corner, just about to start my quali lap in Q2. Pecco, my teammate, is top at the moment, just sub 1 minute 52. For reference, in Q1 I did a 1 minute 51.3. The bike, I obviously had an aero upgrade on for this weekend that I finally got from pre-season, so that probably is making a small difference, very small. But I'm running a different setup this weekend and the bike feels a lot better. And I think as well I'm just getting back into the handling model of the game after being off it for a day or two. So I am riding much better in today's episode so far. And I do believe pole position is mine to lose, really, the way I'm riding and the lap times I'm looking like I'm able to produce. So I don't think I'll have it all my own way in the race. The AI are always quicker when it comes to the full race, but we're doing pretty well so far. We're on for a mid 51. Be interesting to see if Jack improves though, because he was in a 52.5 when I left the pits, which is about half a second off what he did a week ago in round 1. I am getting fairly sick of this track as well though, because we've done pre-season here, we've done a whole race weekend, and now we're just starting another race weekend, so I can see why this track kind of gets a bit stale for a lot of riders. But we are getting into a nice little groove around here on this lap. Just a bit deep in the penultimate corner. And into the final corner we come. Could it be our first pole position with Ducati? We have to nail this final corner. Out we come. Small bit of curb on exit, up to the line we go, through the seamless gearbox. It's going to be a 1 minute 51.4, so we actually go slightly slower than Q1, but that should be pole position. So it is a Ducati 1-2. Mir on the Suzuki rounds out the front row, and Fabio, the reigning champ, is in P4. Aleix Espargaro, a pretty decent lap on that Aprilia to get it into P5, just ahead of Miller, who's slightly disappointing, but I'd expect him to be strong in the race. So once again I've decided to play it safe, medium. I believe the tyres were good last week and I did get good performance if I just didn't have to ride them as hard from the start. Now that I'm on pole, if I don't jump to start, we should be on for definitely at least a podium. Pecco on the warm-up lap, absolutely sitting on my back wheel. It's good to see the two Ducatis have a bit of a rivalry going on, but it's important we don't jump to start this race and see what we can do. We need to claw back a few points, especially on Miller, who's back there on the outside of row 2. So it's important we have a strong round. This time we put it into gear. 5 red lights and we are off. It's a pretty poor start. And I'm down to P3, I think. The Suzuki of Mir just squeezes me out. And I think Pecco is going to get me. I'll just tuck back into P3 for now. Oh, they run it deep though into 2. Now I just want to save a bit of tyre early on if I possibly can, because my rear tyre really went off in round 1 here when I had to push a bit harder early on. Fabio is right on my tail. There's a crash further back. No one out of the top 8 from what I can see. Just get a bit hot into 6, but it's nothing to worry about yet. My pace should be pretty good. You can see I'm getting all over the back of my teammate, Bagnaia. It's the first time actually in GP we have a teammate, a real teammate. Another crash again further back. Mistake there from Pecco, but we just run into a bit of a roadblock that time round. I'm expecting to see Yamaha. No, he's there, but he's not doing it. Alright, we need to pass this guy because Mir is getting away. I don't know what he's done, but he's not having a good race so far. He is holding us up a bit. Not too much through here. Big mistake there for me. It turned in too early. And then missing the apex there. Fabio wants to have a look at me. He's going to have a tougher time this year, you'd imagine, to beat me. After retain his title with me on a factory Ducati. Into this very difficult final corner. Fabio is down. He's tucked the front. The championship leader is... Well, not the leader. The world reigning champion is out. That is a huge error from Fabio Quartararo. I was just saying he looked very close to me on the entry. I don't know if he just tucked the front or hit the white line or what he did, but he completely lost the front. But no warning there. I don't know who else has gone. That's brought Miller up. I think Bastianini also got caught up in that. But that is a big mistake early on in this championship. To throw away 25, not 25, but he's in the battle for the lead here. That is a big mistake early in this championship. Will he rue that decision when we get around to Valencia? I make a lot of time on the brakes on my teammate there. He's just keeping tabs with Mir. I'm pretty happy once he doesn't lose too much of him. Mir did make a mistake into turn 1 on lap 2, but I was too busy shouting about Fabio crash. He went a bit deep and that brought us back close to him, but we're hunting the blue Suzuki Arrow. But as I was saying, the only difference in this trio of riders here is Pecco's front tyre is a soft. He's going for the lead. He's catching. But he just rolls off. He was catching a lot there. I think Mir's in a touch hot. No, he's actually pulled it down nicely. He looked like he wasn't getting that stopped. Miller's making an absolute huge job of passing Aleix Espargaro. We're on the back of our teammate. Ooh, almost contact there with the back of him. We're at half race distance now, so we've done well to get to this point. The tyres are feeling decent. I wouldn't say they're feeling too good, but the speed is still there. Somewhat. Oh, really late into turn 6. That might be an overtake later in the race if we need be. Maybe in here in turn 7. Pecco, once again, is just so slow mid-corner. He's just blocking me anywhere I'm stronger. Riding very defensive. His rear is slipping though. A lot more than mine is. Oh, the rear let go there on entry though. And that's Mir wide up ahead. So I reckon there could be an overtake coming from Pecco. Remember, he did crash out of the race 1 as well, so the two men that I battled for the title last year have had a DNF between them each. Oh, we're in hot again on the back of it. We actually scrub off a lot of speed. They brought runner wide up to power 3. And we are matching to Suzuki. But look at the speed of him. 3 wide as we come down into turn 1. This is brilliant. Who breaks latest? It's going to be Pecco. Does he get us stopped? He runs it wide. He runs it quite wide. Not wide enough though for me to cut back. Yeah, he just squeezed me out. And that's Mir up my inside. So Pecco takes lead. We go to P2 for a split second. And back to P3. Oh, we got a bit of wheel spin there. And that put us in on the curb. And another warning. So it's hotting up at the front here. Pecco is trying to stretch the gap to Mir. But Mir looks pretty good now that he's in behind someone. He's right all over the back of him through the corners where you'd expect to be quick. Again, we are... Oh, that was close, that curb there. You just saw the front go on the curb. Marquez-esque save. Oh, Mir makes the same mistake. Jeez, it's just the area so... It makes such a point of that corner, whereas I just take so much more corner speed. Which enables me to get a good exit, but I can't when there's an absolute bus parked in front of me of a Suzuki. So I reckon Pecco has pace. So short shifting a lot through turn 11. Into the final corner we come. Marion on over the curb. He did that in round 1 and we made an overtake over here on him. Getting into the slipstream. Moving out of the slipstream. Straight into Pecco slipstream. And that is P2. For now anyway. Is he going to make a move back into 1? We run it wide like Pecco. There isn't a Suzuki though. He's not there. He's not close enough. So now we have the bulk of 2 laps to get our teammate a lot of spin now from this rear Michelin tyre. The medium is holding up well, but we're losing a bit of edge grip now. On most of this track you are on the edge of the tyre. Mir all over the inside curb there to try and get a move done. You see a lot of marking on my rear tyre. I wonder where we can try it. Getting all over the curbs through that sector. They just take such a defensive line into turn 10 that I can't send it up the inside like they would in real life. Short shifting a lot, just keeping the bike upright. Could have up into this fast right of turn 12. No, we can't. We actually both run it a bit deep. And I think Mir is out of this one. Or else our pace is just hotting up. Because he looks to be furthest back. He's been all raced. That's another warning. We're 1 away from a penalty. We need to really keep this in line now for the last lap. We have a look into the final corner, but we're just not close enough. Mistake from Pecco though. We're side by side contact. There's nothing between the Ducatis. Who can brake later? I go for it. Can I get it stopped? Not exactly. He cuts back. Mir will be watching this, expecting a chance to come. But we have the lead for now. Just about keep it in turn 2. Now it's all about see can we get it to the finish line in one piece. Oh, Pecco is all over the back of us. He's having a look into 5 and he gets the moves on, but we take a wider line. We're going to send it up the inside here if we can. Can we get it stopped? We force him a touch wide. We have P2 still. Can we try it around the outside into 6? We're going to leave the brakes off, go very deep. Very, very deep. Too deep. That could be P2 gone as well. It is. And that could be long lap if we're not careful. Ooh, that could really have cost me there because I'm not 3 seconds ahead of Leish. But now it's all about getting Mir back. Big mistake. We still have the podium. We just not need to run off in the last sector. Easier said than done. Good bit of corner speed in on the Suzuki. Looks like he has no edge grip. It should be possible to make a move on him. Going to just take a tighter exit and just square him off into the final corner. He's touched the curb. He makes a mistake. We just slide up inside into the final corner we come. We're not going to have anything against Pecco, but we have P2 in the bag. That was a brilliant race from start to finish. I really enjoyed that one. Boom! First podium with Ducati. We had to work for that one. We possibly threw away the victory. Someone robbed my fastest lap on the last lap again. Who was it? Someone did a 1 minute 50, I'd say. Rossi did a 51.2 on the last lap. A 50.9 from Davi. Fabio coming home in P19. Marquez must have got involved in that crash as well. So I reckon all these guys that were 30 plus seconds off the win, Binder, Marquez, Miguel Oliveira and Bastianini all got in crashes at some point. Good result for Lecona and Marini getting in the points. Bo Aprilia's in the top 10. Frankie gets a good result after a poor one in round 1. Miller, after victory in round 1, comes home with a P4. We come with P2, and of course Pecco wins. So that's going to be interesting for the championship. It's a 1-2-3 for Ducati. Look at that. Rins in 4th, Fabio 5th after his crash, Mir 8th after 2 decent results, you could say. So already it is looking like it is Ducati's championship. We have a quick look at the teams, and of course it is us who are well ahead. We're already 41 points ahead of Team Suzuki X-Star, and look at the constructors, we are 18 points ahead already. We've only done 2 rounds. That is bodes well for this year. But here it is, our GP21 in Park Fermé for the first time under us. We have potential with this bike. We just need to just smoothen out with it. We're a little bit ragged at the moment. We will be looking to get some electronic upgrades on. I think the engine is strong enough for now that I don't really want to be focusing on that. It's all about aero now for me, and especially electronics, just to get a better traction control, anti-wheelie and engine braking, because the bike does seem like it just makes the odd technical and electronical issue where it spins up for no reason, and it seems to be eating rear tyre a lot, which I can't actually because I've abandoned any development of the chassis. I can't reduce the rear tyre consumption, so I'm going to have better electronics to see can I fix it that way. But here we are. For the podium, we get our nice bottle of champagne for our day's work. So let's see how the Moto2 boys got on at P15 for F and a P22 in qualifying for X for Carmona and Domergue, I can't say. We're going to call him Dominic Toretto. We'll call him Toretto. That's what we'll do. So Toretto unfortunately dropped out of the points, and a bad result as well for Carmona. They are learning, but not quick enough. Maybe they just don't suit this track. That's what we put it down to. Let's see how the Moto3 boys got on. Another victory. It's a 1-2 in the race for us. P6 and P4 in qualifying, a 1-2 in the race. That's brilliant. That's our first 1-2. These boys are going for the title. I know it. Hernandez is yet to win a race. I think that's one of his first podiums. That's a back-to-back race win for Rizal. So, better than I could have asked for. Brilliant race weekend. Just need to get the Moto2 bikes on song and we'll be all happy and rosy. But I am going to leave it there for today's episode 70 of the MotoGP 21 Career Mode. I hope you did enjoy today's episode. If you did, drop a like down below and subscribe to see more in the future. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.